Last lecture we have found out the equation of tangent to the circle. Suppose the circle is there with us and there is a point on the circle x1, y1. Then we have learned to write the equation of tangent passing through that point. Tangent to the circle passing through the given point on the circle. The equation of circle was given. Now you did it by method radius segment is perpendicular to the tangent. We know the coordinates of center. We have been given a point. We can find out slope of this perpendicular. We can find out slope of tangent, and point is known, slope is known. We can find out equation of that. That was method number 1 for circle. But circle is a special geometry, symmetric, equalness properties, several equalness properties to the circle. Therefore, it was easy doing that way. However, we have found out another method where we considered a secant passing through x1, y1 and intersecting the circle at another point x2, y2, and then deriving the equation of this straight line, not using 2-point form but involving circle in the entire game. Basically, we found out the slope, and after getting the equation, we said, okay, now let me take this x1, x2, y2 along the circle to coincide x1, y1. And then suddenly we got exactly same equation of tangent. So what we will do is we have to keep doing this business for every conic. Now, whenever we say conic, we mean one, maybe point, P-O-I-N-T. We mean straight line. We mean pair of lines. We mean circle. We mean parabola. We mean ellipse. And we mean hyperbola. Okay. Instead of taking all these 7 names every time, we will call them conics, because all of them have something to do with the conic section. Conic is something like this, cone. All these people have something to do with conic, and therefore we are calling that family as conics. So we are by and large studying conics, and some special conditions make them these 7. So what is the general algebraic? I mean, this conics is a geometry. This diagram is a geometry. What is corresponding algebra to this conic? It is going to look like ax square plus by square plus 2hxy plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. Everyone amongst these 7 will follow this equation with some special characteristic of all these 6 numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, and 6. There are 6 parameters in this equation, and special values of those or special relationship of those parameters with each other will give us these special sections, conics. Okay. So eventually, end of 2-dimensional geometry, we will prove that if it is a conic, the equation will look like this. If any equation looking like this, must be a conic. Like in This is degree 2 equation. Degree 1 equation we said, if it is a degree 1 equation, then it will be a straight line or something less than straight line, maybe a point or something like that. So every time, because now we are studying circle, therefore we have found out equation of tangent to the circle by the couple of methods last lecture. Tomorrow we will study parabola. I mean, not tomorrow. After circle we will study parabola, then we will study ellipse. Every time we have to find out equation of tangent. Why not then do it for this? So let me call this curve as S. Equation of S is ax square plus by square plus 2hxy plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. Now, why is this equation looking like this? Because it is taking care of all powers of x comma y less than or equal to 2, of course greater than 0, greater than or equal to 0. So is x square available? Yes. Y square? Yes. X? Yes. Y? Yes. Power 0 of both? Yes. Here. And one more way of producing degree 2 is x into y. So all the terms are available. This is degree 2 equation in 2 variable. Degree 2 equation in 2 variables. Okay. So x and y are real variables and A, B, H, G, F, C are parameters. Now it is your work. Work is S is so and so, and point P is x1, y1. Belongs to the curve S. Find equation of tangent. We call that equation as T. T is going to be the algebra, left hand side algebra part of the equation that you will find, and RHS is going to be 0. So T is equal to 0 is going to be your equation of tangent. So find T. Okay, let us do it. It is exactly similar to what we did in case of circle. 58% up. Okay. The idea is to put, let us call P1 x1 y1 and P2 x2 y2 both belong to S. Therefore, they satisfy the equation, and hence ax1 square plus by1 square plus 2hx1 y1 plus 2gx1 plus 2fy1 plus c is equal to 0. This is equation 1. ax2 square plus by2 square plus 2hx2 y2 plus 2gx2 plus 2fy2 plus c is equal to 0, equation number 2. 1 minus 2 implies a into x1 minus x2 into x1 plus x2 plus b into y1 minus y2 into y1 plus y2. Now let me write down as it is 2h x1 y1 minus x2 y2, correct, plus 2g x1 minus x2 plus 2f y1 minus y2 is equal to 0. CC gets cancelled out. Now we have x1 minus x2 here, y1 minus y2 here, x1 minus x2 here, y1 minus y2 here, and we don't know what to do here, but let us try to work it out. Now keeping all the first terms same, Let me try it out. 1 plus 2h. We say I want x1 minus x2 common, right? ठीक है, नहीं ऐसे नहीं करना है. We write down the first term x1 y1 and minus x1 y2. That will make x1 common. Take out x1 common, you will get y1 minus y2. But this term is unnecessarily put there, so I write plus x1 y2 minus x2 y2. Is that okay? Is this the same bracket with 4 terms which we have written? Now what happens inside is x1 comes out common, y1 minus y2 plus what happens here? Y2 comes out common into x1 minus x2. That is precisely what you wanted. So now there are 1, 2, 3, 4. They were terms where either x1 minus x2 or y1 minus y2 was there. Here it was little complications, but now we have separated this term into 2 terms, where in one term you have y1 minus y2 and in second term x1 minus x2. So let me write down. So whatever this calculation is, using this, let me write down that animal once again quickly, and maybe then we factorize. So we get, this implies ax1 minus x2 into x1 plus x2 plus b y1 minus y2 into y1 plus y2 plus 2h x1 y1 minus y2 plus 2h y2 x1 minus x2 2g x1 minus x2 plus 2f y1 minus y2 is equal to 0. यात दोघ जण आत आले. Now we take x1 minus x2 common. What remains is a into x1 plus x2. Nothing here as far as x1 minus x2 is concerned. Then here plus 2hy2 plus 2g. And we take minus y1 minus y2 other side. So minus sign is absorbed, therefore we need not have to worry now. Minus is there, therefore the first bracket is b into y1 plus y2. Second bracket is plus 2h x1. And the third bracket is plus 2f. Hello? Good. Now you want y1 minus y2 upon x1 minus x2. This implies y1 minus 1 x1 minus x2 is equal to, this upon this is equal to minus a into x1 plus x2 plus 2hy2 plus 2g divided by b into y1 plus y2 plus 2h x1 plus 2f. This is what is your slope. And therefore equation of tangent is y minus y1 is equal to minus ax1 plus x2 plus 2hy2 plus 2g divided by by1 plus y2 plus 2hx1 plus 2f, that is slope, into x minus x1. Very good. Simplify. I will put everything in one board eventually, but let me finish first. Cross multiplying we get. Now खूप हुशाऱ्या करण्यापेक्षा शांतपणे क्रॉस मल्टिप्लाय केलेले बरे. y into by1 plus by2 plus 2hx1 plus 2f minus y1 into by1 plus by2 plus 2hx1 plus 2f बराबर चल रहा है is equal to. Now if we absorb that minus sign, then I can write it as, or eventually we are supposed to take everything to LHS. So might as well do that in this step only. So therefore plus x into ax1 plus ax2 plus, अरे तो ब्रैकेट तसच ठेवायला पाहिजे, 2hy2 plus 2g minus x1 into ax1 plus ax2 plus 2hy2 plus 2g. Okay. Therefore, now nothing is in the denominator, everything is in the numerator, and is equal to 0 is our equation we are looking for, but it is looking very bad. Let us make it look good. But before that, what we can do is limiting condition as P2 moves to coincide P1, what will happen? X2 will become X1 and Y2 will become Y. So all X2, Y2s can be replaced and the equation can be written Y to be y1 plus 2h yx1 plus 2fy, that is what is my first bracket, minus by1 square minus b y1 y minus 2h x1 y1 minus 2f y1 plus ax 2ax x1. आता इथे y2 जो आहे तो चुकला ना माझा, y2 should become y1 am I doing it correctly? by1 square plus by1 square. Okay, lot of concentration. by1 square. Okay, so then next 2ax1, because x1 plus x2, x2 becomes x1, so 2ax1 into x, 2ax1x plus 2h xy1 plus 2gx minus ax1 square minus ax1 square minus 2h x1 y1 plus 2gx1, sorry, minus 2gx1 is equal to 0. Hope I am correct. Let us see. Now we will collect all positive terms together and all negative terms together. So what do we have? First we need, can I take 2 common from everywhere? 2 vanishes because everywhere there is a 2. 2 is gone. So first term is, let me change color. First term is ax x1. So I have done this. Second term is by y1. So I am done with this. Third term is with h plus h inside bracket y x1, so I am done with this, xy1 I am done with this, plus xy1. Very good. Then I must do g times x plus x1. Oh, okay. So now I have g times x minus x1, which I would like to do as, okay, let me write down gx plus fy, gx plus fy, gx plus fy. So I am done with this, I am done with this. Very good. And then let us take minus sign common out and write down everything which is minus. So ax1 square plus by1 square plus 2h 2h x1 y1 plus, or now what is remaining, now this is minus, plus 2gx1 plus gx1 plus fy1, that is what is remaining. Let us see, ax1 square, so I have taken care of these two, by1 square, I have taken care of these two, x1 y1, I have taken of this and this, gx1 that is this, and gy1 that is this. So everything is taken care, is equal to 0. Now if we look at this bracket, first three terms are behaving well, as if we have put that point in the equation of the curve S. But these two terms are little less. So therefore, let us make it ax1 square plus by1 square plus 2hx1y1 as it is. Plus let us make 2gx1 plus 2fy1 plus c is equal to 0. So what you have subtracted unnecessarily here is gx1, which we need to add, and therefore we get ax x1 plus by y1 plus h into yx1 plus xy1, that is these are the terms, plus g into already x we have, and now you have unnecessarily subtracted gx1 once again, therefore we need to add, we have unnecessarily subtracted fy1 again, therefore we need to add fy plus y1, and you unnecessarily subtracted c, which we need to add. That is what is our equation. However, this entire bracket is 0 because it is equation number 1, and hence t is equal to, hence t, that implies t is equal to ax x1 plus by1 plus h into yx1 plus xy1 plus g into x plus x1 plus f into I plus y1 plus c is equal to 0. This is the equation that you will need the most every now and then. And mathematics is so good that it is helping you to remember. Such a complicated expression can be easily remembered. Okay, so now I put everything on one board, and let us see if all of you have understood this or not. Any questions, any error in my calculations, please point out. Else, note, take it down in your notes. However, you should be able to do it independently. Okay, numerical, just to practice the formula, find the equation of tangent. 2x square plus 4y square plus 2xy minus 3x minus 5y minus 12 is equal to 0 at 1, 2. Hopefully this curve. Okay, so by doing corresponding substitutions in the general equation, you get t is equal to 3x plus 13y minus 37 is equal to 0. That is the equation of tangent. Let us do one more question. Because we are studying circle, we should do it. X square plus y square, s is equal to plus 4x minus 6y minus 45 is equal to 0, and point P is 5,6. Even if there is a odd number here, hope you are able to deal with it. So here it will be 5x plus 6y plus 2 into x plus 5 minus 3 into y plus 6 minus 45 is equal to 0. That makes it 7x plus 3y 10, 18, 8 plus 3, 63 with negative minus 10 minus 50. किंवा मी हा पॉइंट टाकला असता तरी चालला असता. 35 अधिक 18. That is the equation of tangent. 7x plus 3y minus 53 is equal to 0. Okay. Now, yes.
तर वरच्या क्वेश्चन मध्ये टँजंट आली आहे 3x plus 13y minus 37. जर त्यात 1,2 सॅटिस्फायच नाही होत.
हो सर.
असं होतंय.
हो सर.
So then the equation is wrong. 1, 13, 26. So Prajwal is the culprit, followed by Soumya. Okay, now let me do it. Good that you have pointed it out. It is going into the records. Getting recorded with mistake is not good. So 1 into x plus b is 4 into 2 into y, that is b y y1 plus xy. So x into, so in that 2 is there, which we should not worry. Therefore inside 2x plus y minus, now if I do 3 by 2 will be the coefficient outside, x plus 1 minus 5 by 2 into y plus 2 minus 12. Okay, is equal to 0. Should be the equation. Now let us see how many x I have. I have 2 and 1, 3 minus 3 by 2. So 3 by 2x, I have 8y plus y 9y minus 5 by 2y minus plus 13y by 2. बरोबर चाललंय? These many y's I have. And how much is constant that I have? Minus 3 by 2. Minus 10 by 2 minus 12. बरोबर आहे? किती झाले हे आता? 10 by 2 म्हणजे तर 5 आहेत. Say minus 17. So minus, so 17 plus 3 by 2, which is 17, 34, 35, 36, 37 by 2. Right?
Sir.
Sir, it doesn't
Sir, आपला जो
satisfy
point
the
1,
original
2 आहे तो
equation.
ओरिजिनल कर्वला सॅटिस्फाय नाही करत.
Yes, sir.
This point is not satisfying this.
No sir.
Ah, that is what I said. Hopefully that will satisfy. This is 1 plus 4 चौक 16 अधिक 4. Oh, it should have been 4 here. I took 8. Mistake. Forget about it. I'm sorry about that. The point itself is not satisfying. Therefore, everything is wrong. However, we will make use of this equation and we will make use of this equation little later. Presently, you just delete it the way I have deleted, but maybe it is useful little later on. We will make use of it. Okay. Sorry about that. But then, is this correct? 7x plus 3y minus 53. Therefore, it is important that the moment I give you a problem, you should cross-check whether that point belongs to the curve or not. Then only you should find tangent. Otherwise, you got the equation. You got the equation. This equation is correct, but the point is not getting satisfied. Let us learn to know what do we mean by this equation. Let us see. That is precisely what we wanted to learn now. Okay. Let me give you a problem. Problem is, this is the same circle question. Circle S is x square plus y square plus 4x minus 6y minus 45 is equal to 0. Point P is, okay, by the way, Prajwal was right, Soumya was right, and many others were right. I was wrong, okay, in the earlier problem. So I should not blame students without really confirming. Anyway, S is this circle and point. Now we have done this. Let us do, what do we do? Let me give you point 5, 8. Can you find equations, or is it going to be very difficult for you to do? If there are irrational numbers, now you should not be. You are not 9th standard students now. Therefore, I need not really worry about you, because if I want to make those points good, if I want those numbers to be good, then I commit mistake. But if I am okay with rationals or irrationals for that matter, which you should have practice of dealing with, find the equations of tangents passing through P. We have done this game in 9th standard. Now, situation is circle and a point outside. So there will be a couple of tangents, T1, T2. Let us see how much control do you have on your calculations to get those tangents precise. And secondly, and the equations of tangents through P, whatever, I mean, you are clear about the question now, through P. Moreover, what we want is points of contact, A and B. And maybe what we are interested in eventually is equation of AB. Good job. Good amount of work. Kara, one by one. Okay. Numbers are bad as I have mentioned, but let me describe the procedure because it was done in 9th. Let M be the slope of tangent. And therefore equation of tangent will become y minus 8 is equal to m times x minus 5, which looks like mx minus y minus 5m plus 8 is equal to 0. center of this circle is -2, 3. Okay, so this is going to be perpendicular. So this and the radius is 45 plus 13. 58. Root 58 is radius, and therefore root 58 is going to be the distance of center -2m minus 3 minus 5m plus 8 divided by m square plus 1 radical. This is the equation that we have because this is the distance of center from this line. If we simplify this little bit, squaring both sides, we get 58m square plus 58, which is equal to, this is 7, 49 m square minus 70m plus 25. Is that correct? Yes. So if you bring everything to the one side, we will get now 9m square plus 70m plus 33 is equal to 0. Now, of course, the roots of this going to be bad. Let us call that m1 and m2. So m1 plus m2 is equal to minus 70 by 9. m1 m2 is equal to 33 into 9. Okay. So x coordinate of a, xa is going to be -2 minus, this is our equation of line, a is m, so m1 times, you are supposed to substitute, this is what, -7m plus 5, that bracket is going to be -7m plus 5 divided by m square plus 1. A will be 3 minus, where is y? -1, so maybe 3 plus, inside bracket -7m plus 5. Now this m is m1 upon m1 square plus 1. Okay. So xa will look like -2 m1 square plus 7 m1 square is 5 m1 square minus 5 m1, and what is the constant? -2 upon m1 square plus 1. Ya is going to be 3m1 square minus 7, so -4m1 square, then plus 3 plus 5 plus 8 divided by m1 square plus 1, and now xb is same except m2. So we got the coordinates. Now, I mean, okay, the moment you solve this quadratic, you can put the values of m1 and m2. We know they're bad, but therefore I'm putting it as m1 and m2. So if these are the coordinates, then what should be our equation of AB? 2.4. Y minus 4m1 square plus 8 upon m1 square plus 1, y minus y1 upon x minus x1, so x minus 5m1 square minus 5m1 minus 2 upon m1 square plus 1, that is x minus x1, is equal to y2 minus y1, that is minus 4 m2 square plus 8 upon m2 square plus 1 minus 4 m1 square plus 8 upon m1 square plus 1, that is y2 minus y1 into x2 minus x. 5m2 square minus 5m2 minus 2 upon m2 square plus 1 minus this 5m1 square minus 5m1 minus 2 upon m1 square plus 1. Now this is where you can take up the job of simplifying and really dealing with m1 plus m2, m1 into m2, and you might require m1 minus m2 somewhere. So these three things are there in this, you can substitute, and then I'm not going to spend time in that, and then if you simplify, you will get final equation of equation of AB comes out to be, tell me what, 7x? सांगा कोणीतरी, माझ्याकडे लिहिलेलं नाही.
7x plus 5y
7x plus
5y
5y
minus 59 is equal to 0.
is equal to 0. It is such a nice expression. Now let me, yes,
But to find the equation of AB, we don't need to do all this. Like only to find the equation of AB. If we have to find only the equation of AB, then we can just consider another circle
Yes.
having P and O as diametrically opposite points. And then AB is just the radical axis of those two circles.
have we studied?
So, but then it's just like,
Yes, I understand. Yes,
Sir,
you
we
find
can
out another circle in the family and get the chord or radical axis. Yes, correct.
Sir,
Sir,
Yes,
we can substitute the point 5 comma 8 in the equation of tangent and we will get this equation of AB.
why?
Sir, so because the tangent should pass through the given point.
Okay, yes, good. That is what I am aiming at now. Let us see.
So,
Yes, Jose bola.
sir, the y coordinate should be different. There's no m1 term in there. So ya.
Here, this is different. This
So ya. Yes, sir.
this is not correct.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Why it is not correct? 3 plus
Sir.
minus
3m1.
So there's no m1 term.
there is no m1 term. What is wrong in this?
Sir, 3m1 square minus 7m1 plus 5 येतो न्यूमरेटर मध्ये.
अरे हा, अच्छा, हे मी इथे m1 स्क्वेअर कारण नसताना पकडले. ओके ओके, व्हॉट इज द न्यूमरेटर? 3m1 स्क्वेअर minus 7m1
प्लस 5
plus
5
plus 5 कसं? 8 ना?
हो सर, प्लस 8.
8. Okay, correction there. Therefore, this is also need to be, this also need to be corrected. 3m2 square minus 7m2 plus 8. Okay. So, good that you have dealt with these bad numbers, and eventually those who have done all these calculations have got the final equation correct. And there is one shortcut method of doing it also. But let me bring your attention to another method of getting this, which is, what is the equation of t that we have found out for this equation? T is equal to xx1 plus yy1 plus 2 into x plus x1 minus 3 into y plus y1 minus 45 is equal to 0. If x1, y1 belongs to the circle, then this would have been the equation of tangent, right? But unfortunately, the point given to us is 5, 8, and it does not belong to the circle. But still, let us put that point here. We get 5x plus 8y plus 2 into x plus 5 minus 3 into y plus 8 minus 45 is equal to, let us see how much is this. 5 and 2 7x 8y minus 3y plus 5y 10 is to be subtracted from 24 and 45. Minus 59 is equal to, oh my god, this and this is same. Now we need to decode why is the point outside the circle is giving us the equation of line passing through AB. Okay, so let me just define that line. If S is a curve, definition. Let S is equal to 0 be the curve. Let P x naught y naught be a point in the plane of S. Let T1 and T2 be tangents from P to S. Let the points of contact be A comma B. Then, no, it is not theorem, so not then. Line AB is called chord of contacts. Chord of contact of P with respect to S. Okay. So given any point, you draw tangents. Normally degree 2 curve will have 2 tangents, and then you, why should degree 2 curve will have 2 tangents at the most? We have done that because if we solve line simultaneously with the degree 2 curve in xy, if we solve y is equal to mx plus c straight line simultaneously with degree 2 curve by replacing y by mx plus c in degree 2 general degree 2 curve, we will get quadratic in x. So degree 2 equation will be there in the x, and if we could solve it, we will get 2 values of x. Those are the x coordinates of the points where the line is going to be tangent. And therefore, the theorem which we have done in polynomials, that nth degree polynomial can have at most n distinct roots. will support us, and therefore for a degree 2 equation in x and y from any point P, if we try to draw tangent, then there will exist maximum 2 tangents. There could be coincident one, and there could be imaginary tangents, and therefore no real tangent, 0, but not more than 2. We need to have all these explanations available in our mind. So this is chord of contact, and it seems T is equal to 0 is an equation of chord of contact. That is what we are arriving at. Therefore, let us do it for general case, general conic. Let me change the color. Let S is equal to 0 be the curve which is already written. Let S be ax square plus by square plus 2hxy plus 2gx plus 2fy plus c is equal to 0. Let p x naught y naught, or let us call p 1 x1 y1. Find equation of chord of contact. Good question. Now this is maybe easier than the first numerical, because you do not have any numerical in this for you to simplify. So might as well you will have to think and figure out how do you deal with this and get the equation of chord. Okay, so we know the equation because we have got the equation here numerically. So our answer is going to be eventually ax x1 plus by y1 plus h into x y1 plus y x1 plus g into x plus x1 plus f into y plus y1 plus c is equal to 0. This is going to be the equation of chord of contact, which is T is equal to 0. That is precisely what we wish to do. Let us do it. Okay, idea is very simple. Suppose you have, just to demonstrate that there exists a curve like this, maybe like this. S, this is S, and there is a point. Right? So there will exist a tangent like this, passing through P, tangent to S, and there exists another tangent looking like this, passing through P, tangent to S. Let us call this A and B. And we are interested in finding out the equation of this. Okay. Let us call A as x2, y2, B as x3. A and B, note A and B are on S. Okay. So is this a tangent? Yeah, this is tangent 1. This is tangent 2. So what will be the equation of tangent 1? Tangent 1, equation of tangent 1 will be ax x2 plus by y2 plus h into x plus y2, sorry, xy2 plus yx2 plus g into x plus x2 plus f into y plus y2 plus c is equal to 0. This is T1. equation of T1. Good. First equation. Now T1 passes through P x1 y1. This implies ax1 x2 plus by1 y2 plus h into x1 y2 plus x2 y1 plus g into x1 plus x2 plus f into y1 plus y2 plus c is equal to 0. This is true. Maybe equation number 2. What is the equation of T2? T2 looks like this. Ax x3 plus by y3 plus h into x y3 plus y x3 plus g into x plus x3 plus f into y plus y3 plus c is equal to 0. Again, point P satisfies this line also. Therefore, ax1 x3 plus by1 y3 plus h into x1 y3 plus y1 x3 plus g into x1 plus x3 plus f into y1 plus y3 plus c is equal to, this is 4, right? So that is the data that we have to solve this problem. Essentially, equation number 2 and equation number 3, equation 2 and 4 is important. And therefore, now I am going to write down the final statement. Hence, equation of AB is ax x1 plus by y1 plus h into x y1 plus y x1 plus g into x plus x1 plus f into y plus y1 plus c is equal to 0. Now, can you understand from here to here? Question mark. Check whether you can understand this. And once I write these 4 statements, out of which statement 2 and 4 are important to me, I say, okay, equation of AB is this. Okay, the explanation is, suppose we consider that this is equation of AB, then is point A satisfying it? Yes, of course it satisfies, because if you put this x2 in place of x and y2 in place of y, you get equation number 2 and it is true. Therefore, A satisfies this equation, B satisfies this equation, and therefore a linear equation, degree of x is 1, degree of y is 1, linear equation in x and y passing through A and B must be equation of straight line passing through AB. This is interesting. You have 2 symmetric equations and suddenly you make this x2 or x3 disappear, y2 or y3 disappear, and put variable x and y in that place, saying that if I put point A, I get satisfied. If I put point B, I get satisfied, and therefore linear equation in x and y passing through where A is satisfying that equation, B is satisfying that equation, therefore it must be equation of AB. And therefore this is the proof, and we have done it for any curve, degree 2 curve, any degree 2 curve. And therefore, if you would have observed that this was same, t is equal to 0, and moreover the problem which I got wrong Now find out what is equation of chord of contact of this curve with respect to 1, 2. Okay, we have found it out, and this is the equation. So it was not tangent in this case because this point was not on curve, but then what we got is chord of contact. Do you understand? And the theory works. We got the equation and it was chord of contact. Okay, can we look at it little differently? Suppose we would have developed equation of chord of contact first. I mean, the proof requires equation of tangent, but suppose we have developed equation of chord of contact first, then what is the situation? Let me explain you the dynamics of this. 57%, 58. Okay, now the dynamics is, say for example, let me take the circle only as my reference geometry. Why is it not becoming circle? Is my setting object snapping into shape? I will find out later on. Okay, I have a circle and a point outside. There will be two tangents, and there will be a chord of contact. Okay. Now what will happen if we take this point little closer? The tangents will go like this and like this, and you will find that the chord of contact is also coming closer to the point. If we go further near to the circle, the angle will be obtuse, and you will find that the chord of contact is coming closer and closer. So if the point belongs to the circle, then the chord of contact will be coincident with the point, and hence it will be tangent. Understand this. You are keeping the point on this line and making it closer and closer to the circle. So tangents become obtuse considering circle, and the chord of contact comes near to the point. The moment you hit the circle, the chord of contact becomes tangent. Okay, what happens if the point goes inside? If the point goes inside the circle, the chord of contact will go outside the circle. If the point goes further inside, if the point becomes center, it is interesting to see. Let us play with numbers and find out whether the line is, what this line is doing with respect to, and for that let us take a simple circle because you have played with numbers. Okay, so it's a circle with 5 radius, and let us take any point on this x-axis which is 10, 0. So if 10, 0, then equation of tangent is going to be 10x plus 0y is equal to 25. नहीं काय करतोय मी? Sorry. Chord of contact, equation of chord of contact is going to be 10x plus 0y is equal to 25. That is x is equal to 25 by 10. This is x is equal to 25 by 10. Radius of this circle is 5. Therefore, this line 25 by 10 is less than 5. Therefore, the line intersects the circle. Okay. Now let us make it half. 5, 0. What will be the equation of chord of contact 5x is
Sir, it's tangent. Sir, 5, 0 is on the circle.
5, 0 is on the circle. So let us take 7, 0. 7, 0. So equation of chord of contact will be 7x is equal to 25, therefore x is equal to 25 by 7, right? And therefore if you go on same circle, that is 5, 0, what will be the equation of tangent? 5x plus 0y is equal to 25, therefore x is equal to, okay, it is good, it is happening. Suppose you go inside 3, 0. What will be the equation of chord of contact? 3x is equal to 25, x is equal to 25 by 3, which is greater than 5, and you end up having a tangent here. And if you say that now your point under consideration is 0, 0, that is what is your line at infinity. 0x plus 0y is equal to 25. Do you understand another meaning of that? So if you take the point as a origin, the chord of contact is at infinity. This is broken, and then there exists a line. Equation 0x plus 0y is equal to 25. And if the point, now let us take the point away. If I take point 20, 0, you get x is equal to 25 upon 20. So you go closer to the circle. And if you put x, 0, x tending to plus infinity, the equation of chord of contact is going to be, let me make the variable different, p, 0, p tends to infinity, then the equation of chord of contact will be px is equal to 25, x is equal to 25 by p, p tending to 0, which is 0. So x is equal to 0 is your y-axis. So when point is at infinity, y-axis is a chord of contact. And that is what we understand this geometry. If I really draw two tangents at these points where y-axis intersects the circle, these lines are parallel, and that is why they are expected to meet in infinity. These are the two tangents. Now, do you understand why everything is falling in place? Whatever we discussed in 9th standard, 8th standard, for that matter, everything is legalized using algebra. Now, in geometry, you would have said, sir, point is inside circle, I cannot draw tangents, or I cannot get chord of contact. But if the point is inside circle, still you will be able to get chord of contact. If the point is inside circle, there will be tangents which will be imaginary tangents. They will not be real. I mean, we will not be able to see them in XY plane. But wherever they intersect the circle from those points, if you draw a straight line, it is a chord of contact which is visible. That is what is making it very interesting. Geometrically, we cannot see tangents drawn from 3, 0 to this circle. Forget about joining those 2 points and getting the chord of contact, but we have a chord of contact with this. Chord of contact is real. We can see that. We can get the equation. However, the tangents we cannot see. And therefore, algebra is taking over geometry. And if we are good in algebra, we will understand all these things. Algebra will keep talking to you, finding out different answers for your questions. And now this chord of contact, what we are saying in case of circle, can be called radical axis also. It is the intersection of straight line. Anyway, we will discuss radical axis in detail in this subject. So that is what is the theory as far as chord of contact is concerned, and we have found out the general equation of chord of contact not only for circle but for any other conic section.